Hi, my name is Grace and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, voice coach, and a Jinshinjutsu practitioner. Today we're going to discuss glove analgesia. Glove analgesia is one of the tools from clinical hypnosis used in hypnotic pain management. Just a word of caution, please have your doctor's note certifying that you have no injury or condition underlying the pain. This is very important because what we're going to do is override the brain's pain signal. Pain is the body's notice for you to stop doing something, to go do something else. So please ensure that you have no medical condition or no underlying injury before embarking on this exercise. Now, glove analgesia is about using positive suggestions, positive anchors, associations to override the negative ones from pain. And this is how we do it. In hypnosis, or also in NLP, we have 5 submodalities. And the acronym for these submodalities is VAKOG, V-A-K-O-G, corresponding with the visual sense, the auditory sense, the kinesthetic sense, the olfactory sense, and the gustatory sense. So the exercise is rather simple. You are going to imagine that you have a nice substance, a pain-killing substance on one of your hands, and you're going to transfer that substance onto the place where the pain is. So I'm going to use my non-dominant hand, but you can use something else. So, for the first part of the imagination, the visual part, you're going to imagine a color that makes you feel happy, a color that has positive connotations. For example, bright yellow, which could represent the sun, or blue, which could be calming. That's V. Next, A, the auditory sense. Your substance might have a sort of a crackle to it. It might have a squishy sound to it, or it could have no sound at all. Third sense, kinesthetic. Now the kinesthetic sense is built into two, it can be divided into two, which is the feeling and secondly, the emotion. So how does this pain numbing substance that you're going to administer to your body, the part that has pain on it, how does this feel? Is it smooth, rough, fluffy? Is it cold? Or is it warm? Warm is very good. Cold is also very good, depending on what you prefer. Next thing, is there an associated emotion? It could be calm. It could be relaxing. It could be pleasant, happy. So those two elements of the kinesthetic sense. The next thing is the olfactory sense. Now, the olfactory sense is really important and extremely useful in that the olfactory bulb directly interfaces with our stress center, the limbic system in the brain. So, imagine your favorite smell. Attribute your favorite smell to the imaginary pain-numbing substance that you're going to have on your hand. The next one is gustatory. The taste. Yes, you might not be wanting to eat the imaginary substance that you're going to administer, but you could imagine that it has a taste. For example, cookies, for example, rum and raisin. So the more senses that you actually bring to this experience, the more vivid it is, and the more positive anchors and associations that you have that can override the negative association and the negative experience of pain. So here is an example. So I'm going to imagine that that substance that I'm going to administer to the painful parts is yellow. It reminds me of sunshine. Visual, yellow. Next, does it have a sound? Auditory. Yes, it is squishy because squishy reminds me of nice bath gels. Kinesthetic. It feels warm because I like warm. There is another form of, there is another type of pain that responds very well to cold. And in this experience, you imagine that you're actually putting your hand in an ice bucket and getting it very cold, and then transferring the cold to that area. So if you prefer cold, you could imagine cold as well. Next, what type of emotion is associated with this? I would like calming, a calming emotion. The next one, olfactory. So I'm going to imagine a nice smell, for example, orange blossom. My imaginary pain numbing substance smells of orange blossom. All right, the last sense, gustatory. How does my imaginary pain numbing substance taste? So I am going to imagine that it tastes like orange cake with rum. Orange cake with rum. So those are the VAKOG modalities of my imaginary pain numbing substance. So I'm going to imagine this pain numbing substance on my non-dominant hand. If you like, you can use the dominant hand, but I prefer my non-dominant hand. So I'm just going to imagine it onto my non-dominant hand. Okay. So next, you move your non-dominant hand to the area of pain. So for example, if I am having a migraine, I will move this substance, say over here to my temple. And then I will imagine that this substance is being transferred to the area of pain. This might take a short time, it might take a long time, just take as long as you need. Okay, so if there are multiple areas involved, you may just keep moving your hand and imagine that you are transferring that imaginary pain numbing substance into those areas. Once you are done, just shake it off. Imagine that you're shaking off all of that substance. And then you're done, and observe what happens next. I wish you the very best of health. Stay safe. Goodbye.